Main character, and she sort of goes to university where she meets future husband Alan. She thinks, she falls head over heels in love with him, and he seems like a lovely guy until she marries him, and then she finds out a completely different side to him. He's mentally and physically abusive. She has one real friend who's Jill Reynolds, that she turns to, but the violence gets so bad that she tries to sort of escape the situation, and she has a daughter as well called Sophie that she worries about being around the situation and how it's obviously affecting her. So her main prerogative, should I say, is to basically try and get away from him as quickly as possible, but she's in one of them situations like most women when they're experiencing some kind of mental abuse or domestic violence, that they might not have any money and nowhere to go. So she's in that sort of predicament until she's left some money, and then everything changes.
Right, I see. Well, I think we can actually have a quick look at the trailer for the book now.
Yeah.
Let's have a watch.
Hello, Kate Saunders.
Yes.
Well, as you know, your aunt didn't believe in banks, and she was adamant you should have the money in cash. The 2.8 million she left your daughter is now in trust, and of course you have immediate access to it.
Think what you can do with it. You and Sophie can go anywhere you want to and never have to worry about Alan again.
Now there's a fault.
Now, you star in this trailer, of course, but you personally have had a history with this issue. Is that why you wanted to write the book in the first place?
Yes, well, I've been around domestic violence and mental abuse in my life, and also friends of mine have been through it too. So I decided to write about what I really knew, which was domestic violence and mental abuse. But my main genre of books was thrillers, twisty psychological thrillers. So I sort of combined the two together. And even though aspects of it, as well, are sort of autobiographical to my life, and there are characters that I've taken from people that I've known in my life, which obviously I won't go into. And sometimes I've taken two people and made them one character. It's something that I like doing. I like playing around with their personalities, and everyone in this trailer is someone that I know particularly to myself, that I know well.
Of course, this story, there are really harrowing moments,
yes,
and sort of quite challenging to read and of course write, but there's a message behind this where you're trying to, it's not all doom and gloom, you're trying to bring a positive message out of this, aren't you?
Absolutely. I think, anyone reading this book would identify with it. If they're going through a domestic violence situation or mental abuse situation, reading this book will let them know that there is help out there. They can get help. People like Refuge, they've got a great service that they help women and children with domestic violence and mental abuse. They've got a main number that they can ring up and get the help that they need. No one needs to suffer in silence, and especially with domestic violence and mental abuse as it is today, it's on the rise. There's literally over about 2 million people, women as well as men and children, that have gone through some sort of form of abuse in their life.